The Calgary Police Service is seeking public assistance to locate a woman who went missing late last week. Shannon Madill, 25, was last seen by a family member at approximately 12:30 a.m. on Thursday, November 27th, 2014, at her residence in the 1900 block of Spiller Road S.E. When she didn't arrive for plans with family and friends on Sunday, they became concerned and reported her missing on Monday, December 1st, 2014. Although there are no indications of foul play, it is out of character for her to not be in touch with family and friends, and we are all concerned for her welfare. She is described as a Caucasian, approximately 130 pounds, 5'6" tall, with red hair and green eyes. Shannon wears glasses, and she frequently travels to Edmonton to visit friends and for work as a performance artist and a stand-up comedian. Anyone who may have information about her whereabouts is asked to call police or Crime Stoppers anonymously. I'll now answer any questions you have.
Why wait this long to go public with this?
Up till now, we've been following up on quite a few leads, and we do get thousands of missing person cases a year. There's certain steps that we have to follow leading up to this before we come out with the media. It was obviously a couple of days before the family called in, and we started in shortly thereafter.
So police were not aware of this until Monday?
Monday.
And what is the usual protocol? Is it usually 48 hours, or what is that window you usually have before you? I know there is a process in place. What is it before you go public?
It's very situational dependent. We look at a lot of factors, whether the person is frequently in contact, whether the person's out of contact, how out of character it is, how old they are, how mobile they are. Lots of things come into play.
I know the families have gone online with this. We were aware of this more than a week ago. Police said they just didn't feel it was suspicious. Have you lost some valuable time here by not acting sooner on this?
No, I don't believe so. Family's been very cooperative with us, and up until we were called in, which was on the 1st when the family became concerned because she'd missed an appointment, we came in shortly thereafter. So.
Although there isn't any indication right now that it's foul play, does Shannon have any serious medical conditions or anything like that?
I won't get into any medical conditions. Obviously, that'll be things we look into. If there's any concerns with that, we'll certainly look into them. I'm not going to bring up any even if I did know them. That's certainly something we're looking into.
Have all members, I understand that it's been reported that she has an estranged husband. Has the estranged husband been cooperative?
Absolutely. The entire family's been very cooperative with us, supplied us with everything we need, and they're a big part of this investigation to locate her.
What's the process? Take me through it. Credit cards, I assume, phone records, that kind of stuff. Just sort of take us through those steps that you take.
Absolutely. As you know, every person has a huge electronic footprint, so we look into cell phone records, bank records, medical records, anything like that, driving tickets, red light cameras. We'll go every which direction we can think of to find her and where she's at right now.
No action on any of that stuff?
I don't really want to get into any of the details of the investigation right now, but the reason we're reaching out to the media is because we're hoping that with this media presence and with the publicity that somebody will know where she is and has seen her and could come forward with some information to help us in locating her.
So you can't say for sure whether or not her credit cards have been used or her cell phone's been used since she disappeared?
We have her cell phone.
Okay.
So she's obviously not using her cell phone as we have it. Family was more than cooperative in supplying that to us.
So it was like day-by-day stuff left at her residence, like her purse, her cell phone, things like that?
Yes, there were things at her house, but obviously we haven't inventoried her entire house, so we couldn't tell you exactly what all is missing, what's there, what's not there. We do have some basics that we started off with, and we're running with those right now.
So just to be clear, Travis, she was last seen on that date. There haven't been any calls or emails, texts, nothing since she was last seen, correct?
We haven't had any contact with her at all.
And sorry, the credit cards, you checked those?
We have.
And are you able to say if there's been any action with that?
We haven't seen any activity online electronically. If there was, we'd certainly be pursuing that. All avenues are being looked at. Certainly credit cards and banking information is one of the priorities that we look at. As you know, if somebody decides to go off the grid intentionally, they have to make plans and they have to have some money. So we're definitely looking at the banking.
If she has a vehicle, is it also missing, or is it at her residence?
No, we have the vehicle as well. It's parked in the driveway at the house.
Are you ruling out yet that this could have been intentional, or is that still an option you're quite open to, that she may have just chosen to go off the grid, as you say?
It's very possible. She's quite a mobile person. She travels frequently between Edmonton and Calgary. It's unusual for her to be out of contact with her family. She has a very close, tight-knit family, and they are quite concerned about her. All we want is that wherever she is, that if she's with somebody, that they reach out to either us or the family. She's not in any trouble with us at all, and if she decides that that's what she wants, we're happy to step down and back away, but we want to know where she is and that she's safe. I believe that's all the family wants as well. So once again, if wherever you are, come forward, call us, call your family members, tell them that you're safe, and that will be the end of it. We're not expecting you to come back and you're not in any trouble with us. We just want to know where you are.
Any other questions for the staff sergeant before we bring the family in?
Just really quickly, actually, no, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. The family's coming, it's fine.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Madill family.
I'll just wait for the rest of my family to come up.
So Erin is going to be the sole spokesperson for the family today.
Could you just start off by saying and spelling your name?
Of course, my name is Erin Madill, E-R-I-N, M as in Mary, A-D-I-L-L. I'm Shannon's older sister.
Just let us know who everyone else is. because
Of
it's
course.
not just so we know who they are.
This is Josh, this is Shannon's husband. This is my mother, Lisa. This is Lindsay, our sister-in-law, our brother, Brett. This is my other brother, Tyler, and that's my father, David.
Do you have a statement you want to start with?
I don't actually have a statement, but I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
Can you just take us through when did you first become concerned?
We became concerned when my father called me on Monday. She didn't actually show up to an evening with my younger brother, Brett. She was supposed to go to Stage West with him, and they actually made that plan on the Tuesday, so it was quite a very recent plan. So when my father called me to ask if I had spoken to her, I hadn't, and that's when I started calling her, and I actually contacted Josh at that point in time. And when we hadn't heard back and Josh returned home that night and she wasn't there, that's when we became concerned and called the police. It wasn't until Monday night that we knew that she'd missed a whole bunch of other appointments over the weekend as well.
Erin, what's the, obviously it's a very difficult situation, but is there an optimism, is there a hope? What's just kind of the collective attitude of the family right now?
Of course, we're all very optimistic that my sister will be returned to us as soon as possible and very safe. We're going to stay optimistic as long as we possibly can.
And just being with her past in the performing arts, have there ever been any instances of stalkers or weird fans or anything like that?
Not to my knowledge. We actually did joke about that at one point, so I do believe that she would actually tell me, because we joked that, you made it big when you have a stalker. So.
And just behavior in general, as she cut off contact with the family before?
No, she's never cut off contact. My sister is a very outgoing, very social girl. She very much enjoys spending time with friends. Even the previous weekend when she was in Edmonton, there are so many people that have told us that they were hanging out with her. So it is unbelievably unlikely for her to disappear and not actually contact anybody. And even within the family, she definitely speaks to us on a fairly regular basis. As I said, she was actually in contact with my younger brother just the day before she left.
Talk about what you've done to sort of your own methods as to track her down. I know you've been spending a lot of stuff on social media, but are you doing phone chains? Are you out searching? What kind of stuff is the family doing?
Yes, of course. Outside of social media, we've also been in Inglewood, which is just beside the neighborhood that she lives in. We've been frequenting a lot of the different bars and pubs and places that she was spending money up to the point where she disappeared, putting up missing posters as much as we possibly can, talking to friends, family, anybody who possibly could have had contact with her to see if we have any chance that somebody has seen her or heard from her since Wednesday night.
Are you optimistic this will be okay?
I still choose to remain optimistic, yes.
Any other questions for Erin?
I'm good.
Are you good?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
I guess actually really the only thing that I definitely want to say is this is my sister. She's a lovely outgoing girl. And Shannon, if you see this, please, you're not in trouble. We all love you and we miss you so much. We don't need to know where you are. We just want to know that you're safe. If you see this, please, please contact the police and just let us know that you're okay. We want to know you're okay. Thank you.
There's actually one more question, Erin.
Of course.
I mean, have there ever been
Sorry.
any, you guys obviously seem very close in, have there ever been any major arguments or disagreements with the family that would, like you said, it's just that, like, you're not in trouble or anything like that? Has there ever been any major disputes or anything with family like that?
Oh, no, nothing at all. I just want to make sure that she understands that even with all this media attention, that she's not in trouble, nobody's going to be mad. Our number one concern is just that you come home, or not, even if you don't come home, just that we know that you're okay, because you are so loved and you are so missed. And we just please let us know that you're okay wherever you are.